Hi guys, my name is AJ. Welcome back to AJ Budgeting. In today's video, we're going to be talking about how I set up my binders and why I decided to start cash stuffing. I know it's been a long time since I made a video, but let's get right into it. So for my binder system, I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 binders. One of them is my husband's, but let's get into it. So this first binder that I have is from Simple Shops. It is a A7 binder. It's from her new collection. So in here, I have some of my sinking funds. These are my high priority sinking funds. So I have my car, my pet dog Charlie, I have gas, I have groceries, household, medical, tithes, and utilities. So for my utilities envelope, but all these envelopes, let me say this, is from Vern Budgets. I believe I'm pronouncing her name right, but if not, I'll link her Etsy shop down and below. So for my utilities, this is gonna be my thickest envelope in here. I think it has like $750 in it. Yeah, it has $750 in it. The reason for this is because when I bought my house last year on December 9th, my house has solar in California. So for the first year, and if you want to continue afterwards, you don't really get an electricity bill. You just pay for like the maintenance and the fees. However, for my first year living in here, I just looked yesterday because the electricity company just sent me a bill. So my overall yearly charges are approximately $610. So that means I'm gonna have an excess possibly of $140 in this envelope. And I'm probably just gonna leave it in there and just roll it over into the next year. Then also in here, I have this cute little dashboard made by Simple Shops as well. And then I have her divider tabs in here as well. I have not figured out what I'm gonna do with these. Maybe these are gonna be for spending at certain stores because I do have like a Costco and a Sam's Club membership. So maybe when I go grocery shopping, I can further divide those items into there. Or I can just use these for my subscription services, which I only have 3. I have Experian to lock my credit, and I have Netflix, and I have Disney. So those are everything that I have for subscription. So maybe I'll just put those in there. But again, this is from Simple Shops. This was in her fall mystery box that I got along with a whole bunch of other things. So this black soft leather binder is my black binder for my Eden collection. This is our beginner budgeter friendly binder, I should say. So this is how I set mine up. I got envelopes made, but if you were to purchase one, this is going to be the gray one, and it comes with 12 zippered envelopes, 12 budget sheets, 5 multicolored divider tabs, and like 3 little miniature post-it notes. But yeah, and it's available in 6 colors. So for this one, this is my low priority binder, which means like I don't really necessarily have to stuff these regularly, but I just choose to, but they're just in lower amounts. So I have AJ Budgeting. This is for Black Friday. This is for next year. I'm not doing it today. Like I don't need anything for Black Friday. So this is what I'm putting the money in there for next year in. And then I have birthday. My birthday is in January coming up, and I'm not really doing anything extravagant for it because I turn only 29 next year, and I think I want to have a bigger birthday for my 30th. I have Christmas. So right now my husband is currently deployed, so I'm not even putting up any Christmas decorations because our tree is full of glitter, and I am not a glitter girl. So when he comes back for next Christmas, he's going to be putting up all the Christmas decorations and everything like that. Date night, just stacking it for when he gets back. Dine out. I don't plan out eating out anytime soon, honestly. But I have one for self-care. sports, because my husband does like to go to sporting events, so I definitely want to be able to contribute to that. And then vacation and weddings, which are not stuffed right now, but they're going to be stuffed in probably starting next month, because I am in a wedding in April and I need to save for that in the bachelorette party that's in March. So that's my low priority binder. For this mint binder, these are going to be, this is going to be my business binder. So right now it's empty. This binder is a binder that I am in the process of grabbing and designing. I like how the basic layout is, but I'm going to tweak a couple things, so just be on the lookout for that. That post-it note was just like how I'm going to break down my stuff in 2 different ways into the binder. So in here, I have an emergency fund, marketing, office supplies development, which it should be in reality personal development, products, shipping, taxes, and tithes. So this binder has a lot of space in it, and it also has this back pocket for receipts. That's why I really like this one as far as like a business binder. And let me put this back in here so I don't mess it up. So in here, this binder is from TS Budgets. So for this binder, I have all my monthly savings challenges in here. So again, this binder is from TS Budgets. I'm going to link it down below. So the first one, Can You Smell the Roses? I'm going to turn it this way. Is actually one of my monthly challenges that I made. I do not make laminated envelopes and those as of yet, but Danny at Simple Shops did do me a solid and make this for me. So this Can You Smell the Roses is a 3K challenge spread over the whole 12 months where you can put money in the back of it. And each month is $250 and it's divided down into $25 per rose. So each month is a different color and so forth. This also monthly divider tab is from Simple Shops as well. Now for the 5K monthly challenge, this is from Any Budgets. She originally came out for this one, it was like 2.5K, but I requested it to be in a 5K challenge. And this is the same design as the Can You Smell the Roses, but a different setup. And she does have these bonus stickers on it as well. So for January, on the back, it has hearts, and you have different amounts that you save. And each month that you do it, it's going to add up to $5,000, and then a little bit extra with the scratch off. So for January, it's $450, and it's divided down into like very manageable numbers. And it's like that for each month. So this is what I have in my binder from TS Budget, which is my monthly savings challenges. And my blue binder, my light blue binder that I have for my Eden series, this is another one of my binders. This has the zippered envelopes in it. This is going to be like the other like challenges that I do, like for emergency fund, because that's one of my New Year's resolutions, is to start stacking for a new an emergency fund, especially because becoming a homeowner, you don't understand like the maintenance expenses that you have, which I'm figuring that out now and navigating it. So it's not that bad, honestly. It's better than living in an apartment and like following somebody's own rules or like a rental house. But you know, I got this. But this is going to be for like my other savings challenges. I don't know if I'm going to keep the zipper envelopes or I'm going to go to another shop and have them made, but you never know. This is also going to be used for another one of my challenges that I'm doing with my husband, but that's it for that I'm going to say, because it's already designed. I just don't want to put it out there yet until I have the physical product. Now, this is not my binder, but this is my husband's binder. So what we do is while he's deployed, we give him like a $500 budget a month. And if he uses all of that, at the end of the day, he's still only going to get $500 the next month. So the goal for that was to have it so he's getting in the habit of not spending all his money while he's on deployment, because he's saving so much money, but he could save more. So this is his binder. This is the leather brown in our Eden series. And in his binder, he is using the divider tabs and some other things. But I did get him some custom envelopes made from varying budgets as well, because his favorite color is red. So let's show you. So this first envelope, this is his Tides envelope. I forgot to get one made, so that's going to be coming soon. So for personal, these are the divider tabs. You're more than welcome to get them laminated so they last longer, but they're a very sturdy cardstock. So I have birthday for him, date night, dine out, sports. So the reason why my husband has more money in date night than I do in date night is, one, because he likes to take charge of certain things, because all the things that's happening at the house, I take charge of. So he likes to have those one-off type of things, I would say. And I'm more of like a very less expensive diner. Like most of this money is going to be used for him, because like I'm very cheap and he's like bougie. So yeah. And then in this vacation one, we have travel. This is for like any trips that we plan on taking together. And then vacation, probably the same. These can be like out of the state, because we are currently in California. Then for self-care, so per military regulations, he has to have his hair cut like every 2 weeks. So this is going to be the first thing I'm stocking up. So right now he has $90 in there. And for like 3 months, it's maybe like $350. So that's what I'm going to try to put in there while he's gone. For clothing, I'm going to stock up this envelope with approximately like $500, because my husband doesn't necessarily need clothes. He just would like to wear his clothes until they got holes in them. So I was like, no, what we're going to do while you're gone is like, we're going to stack up this envelope, so when you come back, you can go shopping. So his car maintenance envelope, we're also stacking a lot, because he's going to need new tires, and he's also going to need, I think, an oil change when he comes back. But the tires on his Telluride is like $1,800. So I'm going to be putting like $2,300 to $3,500 in this envelope, because also while he's gone, his registration needs to be renewed as well. And then lastly, the backyard. This one is going to be like a slow burn feel. We've been in our house for almost a year now, and we live in California. And for our new build, our backyard in California is pretty big. So when we were talking about everything that we wanted to do and things like that, it's going to be about like 50 to 100K to do everything that we want to do, because you can't really use a lot of water in California. So we're like thinking about turf or gravel or concrete and stuff like that. So this is going to be a slow burn, but we're really not going to focus on the backyard until like we really get rid of a lot of debts. Not the house debt, because obviously you can't pay that off that soon. Then for this one, this is my savings binder from Kia Budgets. There we go. Words are hard. This was a custom made for me when I first made my Instagram. Believe it or not, AJ Budgeting has only been around on Instagram since July 1st. That's when I fully started my business, and here we are on Black Friday. And I am grateful for everything. And even if I don't make any sales on Black Friday, I'm still grateful, because from July 1st till I closed my shop on November 1st, I have sold 125 books. And for the Black Friday restock, I did restock to 125 books, but I also introduced like some new items like bundles, and I made everything free shipping, because I found out on my Etsy shop, every time somebody would put multiple items in a cart, it will put on the shipping for each individual item, and it didn't, like, it was too much. And I didn't like doing that. So that's why when I revamped, I made sure there was going to be free shipping. So that way it does not do that, because that was very annoying to say the least. So in my Binder by Kia budgets, it's just like simple savings challenges, like 1K, 2K, 3K, all the way up to 10K. And she has them laid out kind of like this, which I like. So next year I'm going to be figuring out which stuff I'm going to be focusing on and going about that. And then for my last binder, I have this cute little A8 binder from So Mama Budgets, which I will have her linked down in the description below as well. I wanted to get this like personal wallet just so I can keep myself more accountable, because like, you know, everybody is a little bit swipe happy with their debit card, and like Apple Pay doesn't make it any easier. So I wanted to use this more frequently instead of it being an afterthought. So this is one of my New Year's resolutions that I'm really going to be doing next year. So just look out for that. So this is how I set up my binders and everything. And I am just like super excited to begin this journey with you guys. And another thing that I wanted to go over, because I realized I never did this before Black Friday, is I didn't release a video of my kids savings challenge book. I honestly just forgot. There were so much things going on between my husband getting deployed and my grandpa passed. So it was just like a lot of things. But let's just show you now. So this is the kids savings challenge book. This book is from, let me zoom out some. This book is for preschool all the way up to 5th grade. And it goes over their learning objectives and everything like that. So I want to say this is my personal copy that I keep on me, that I'm going to be using to make videos. So this is the book. In this book, this is what it looks like. Creating good spending habits. Welcome to AJ. Welcome to Budgeting with AJ. We are so excited to have you join us. Saving money can be fun when it is the items we want. With the help of our parents and family, the sky is the limit. Each grade has challenges tailored to the specific learning objectives. It is not a requirement to use real cash. Some alternatives are Play Money and Monopoly Cash. So I just wanted to put that in there because maybe a preschooler might not understand the concept of money and what its value is, but definitely in 1st or 2nd grade, they're going to understand that and they're going to want some real money. So you're just going to do it however you want to do, and then we're just going to start our journey now, and then their name, age, and grade. So each grade has a welcome to letter that's going to let you know what we're going to be focusing on, and those are that nature. So this is started the preschool. All the pages are this color blue. And then Count With Me. And then this is the one that I really want to highlight in this video. I don't know when it became a taboo for your kids to know like their parents' name. Well, not to know their parents' name, or like where they live, and memorizing phone numbers. I know we live in a digital age, but like if your kid is lost in the store and they're like, I'm looking for my mom. What is your mom's first name? Mom. How is that going to help anyone? So I just wanted to put that in there. And then another thing that's very popular on TikTok now is code words. So especially with like these AI stuff coming out, it's more prevalent now for you guys to have a code word. Such like, hey, like your mom told me to come get you, blah, blah, blah. Like, what's the code word? And that's for your family specifically. And I do not encourage for you to post that online. And then preschool, we have Can You Tie My Shoes? Which just encouraged them to learn how to tie shoes. And then now we're into kindergarten. So for kindergarten, these drawings are notorious, so I wanted to include them. So we have another count with me, but this one is up to 20. We're going to be learning some colors. And this is a page that I want to highlight. I know for my sisters especially, it's difficult them to express their emotions and or their feelings. So we want to, well, me personally, I wanted to instill these learning cues early. So if they're frustrated or they're throwing a temper tantrum, they can vocalize how they're feeling instead of just vocalizing frustration. Like I like to say to my sister, I know you're upset, but can you please use your words? I need you to tell me how you're feeling in order for me to understand how to help you. And these can be feelings or emotions. First grade. Same with the page. We're getting more into fun stuff. I really wanted to highlight this one because growing up in my mom's house, my mom used to tell me, do you have McDonald's money? So for these kids, I'm going to make sure they have McDonald's money for a Happy Meal. Okay? Another thing I want to highlight in first grade is telling time. We are living in a digital age, and I promise you, some of these kids do not know how to tell time from an analog clock, which is these ones. So this is why I'm making them basically on the same page and they're working together. So what I would like for them to do is use the digital clock, tell the time correctly, and then they can pick whatever times they want on here and write it on this clock. That way they can associate the two, because I know not in every building or in every hospital they're going to be using a digital clock. A lot of places still use analog clocks, and I want them to be able to read time for whatever situation they're in. Reading with me is just encouraging reading. Addition and subtracting is getting into those fundamental skills. I know with me growing up, we used to have like these papers, and it used to look like this, but not with the blue boxes. And you'll give like a minute or two to do as many math problems as you can, and whoever finished it got a prize. So that was my inspiration for this one. Second grade, we're going to be introducing chores. So if they're not already doing chores in the second grade, we're going to be introducing it. Well, if they're not doing it in first grade or kindergarten, we're going to be introducing it into second grade, because this is when your child becomes more independent and they want to start doing things on their own. So each icon is going to be worth $4, whether it's homework, picking up their toys. You can make outside playing, an incentive, because I know when me growing up, we didn't have all these digital things, and we was outside riding bikes, but we knew when the street lights came on, we was in the house or we was in trouble, okay? And then we are touching bases on different subjects throughout this book. It's going to be a little bit of math, a little bit of reading, a little bit of science, geography, all that good stuff. So for the different units of measurement, I just want them to get used to seeing these, not necessarily for them to put it in practice. So when they get to those higher levels of math, they're like, oh, I know what this means because I've seen it in AJ's Budgeting's book before. And then another thing, in the second grade, we have cash counting. This is when, if they're not doing it in first grade, they're going to do it. And second grade is understand what each value of each coin mean, and what each value of the dollars or $2 and stuff mean. And then down below, I encourage them to get these amounts and put this key to practice, basically. And like I said at the beginning of the book, you can use, fake money for this. I know on Amazon they have like a little kit. It's like $15 or $20 maybe, or even less than that. And it has like coinage and all the bills for them to be able to practice this. So in 3rd grade, we are still doing some learning skills, but we also kind of like introduce like some fun things like bubblegum. For me, the inspiration from this came from bubblegum in a dish. How many pieces do you wish? Like I grew up playing that in elementary school, or just, you know, generally when you have gum, everybody and their mama wants some of your pieces of gum. So this is what this is for. Multiply with me and let's do division is the same concept as the adding and subtracting, because I used to do those in elementary school as well. Now, ice cream. Okay, guys, I am 28 years old, and I promise you, when I hear the ice cream truck in our neighborhood, I am running, okay? I am running outside. I am holding it for all the neighborhood kids. Like, I don't care. I still like to get ice cream from the ice cream truck. It is so nostalgic. So I wanted them to have some of those memories as well. And then if you did not grow up playing hopscotch, I'm sorry, because that was the funnest game ever. So I wanted to make sure they can experience that. But this game also encourages them to have their parents play with them so they can have those nostalgic feelings as well. 5th grade is going more into English, where we're learning irregular and regular verbs and geography. Because I know for me, I can't name all the states on the map, and I'm not ashamed to say that. So I wanted to make sure they can name these, and you can find the answer key for this if you look up any teacher's geography template map that's labeled exactly like this. That is the only reason why I didn't want to include it at the bottom, because I didn't want the kids to be like, oh, it's right here. No, I actually want them to learn the information and be better than me. Roller skating. I grew up in a roller rink, roller skating, ice skating in Michigan. So if your kids like doing that, this is just for them to fund their out of school activities or like anything that they want to do. This is a good example of a multiplication table that they're going to have to do in like 60 seconds or less. So I want to get them in the habit of being able to be like, okay, well, 2 times 1 is 2, just add 2 is 4, then 6, then 8, and so forth for some of these numbers. 5th grade, this is where kids are excited because they're going to be going to middle school, but also as a parent, you're kind of a little sad because your kids are growing up before your eyes. So for this, I wanted to incorporate some science because science can be building blocks for kids, and especially if when they go into middle school and they learn about chemistry and physics and all that good stuff, these are the building blocks for it. And they will know if they like science or not, okay? So I have the science properties. And for this one, I gave them the key. And it's just circling what is which. So that was the idea for this one. And if you get confused on this one is color. Then we have the different earth spheres. Because I knew when I was in school, we did touch base on a lot about this, but I know the education system has changed a lot since I was in school. So I wanted to make sure they have a good definition of these. And I also put a key down here just in case they need a little extra oomph to their step. You know what I mean? And then for this one, it's my birthday. Just encourage them to do some things around the house or whatever the parent sees fit so that they can get something for their birthday that they want. And then 5th grade graduation. This is when the transition from being in elementary school to middle school is very prevalent, because they might want to change their whole style, get their hair colored, and just go out with a bang, you know? So I want them to have like a good amount of funds for that. And then right here, we do have some extra challenges. These can be completed during any grade and are tailored to such. So we have potty training. You can do this before preschool if you would like, or before they go into preschool, because they do have to be potty trained before going. Back to school is just to help you get all of those school supplies for a kid. And you could do this for multiple kids or for one kid. The total comes up to $510. Halloween costume, because, you know, trick-or-treating, they always want to have the best costume, especially for class. Sports, if they're doing any sport activities like cheerleading, soccer, gymnastics, anything like that. Valentine's Day, I know me in high school, I mean, I still like Valentine's Day, but in elementary school, that was my favorite classroom party, because to this day, I am still obsessed with the Valentine's Day cards. Like, I still buy them. And I work at a hospital, so what I do is I hand them out to my patients. And then the last one in this book is just a new toy for them to figure out how to earn some cash to get that new game, that new toy, or whatever they want for them. But at the end of the day, this is the conclusion of our kids' savings book. This is from preschool all the way up to 5th grade. And if you guys liked and enjoyed this video, share it with a friend. Check out my Etsy store. It's definitely linked down below. And as always, guys, happy savings.